Wow.
So kudos to you, Joe. I bet you that's the first time you heard that, huh?
That's the first time ever. Geez, that's gonna be when we have a Super Bowl commercial, that will probably be it.
Yeah, man. So well, let's just take a step back because we're gonna work our way up to smear case. Give us a little bit of background. Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? A little bit about childhood.
Yeah, for sure. I grew up in Warwick, New York. It's about an hour and a half of New York City. Super rural. I grew up with across the street from a dairy farm, across the street from a cornfield. So I was just immersed in nature and playing outdoors. I was that kid that the sun would set in the summer. I wouldn't be home for dinner. And I lived in a neighborhood where I would hear my grandma screaming for me to come home to eat dinner. And yeah, I was always outside playing with my friends, playing with my dogs. Um, Participating in team sports and just like learning the values of hard work. You know, um, I grew up around brands, being fortunate enough to open up my pantry and seeing name brands. My dad has owned restaurants and delis. I grew up Italian, so pasta Sundays were a religious holiday. And just, food was a huge part of my life. Family was a huge part of my life. And being active was such a huge part of my life.